Hello transport planners and fellow transport nerds, and welcome back to Talking Planning. So one thing I've learnt from all this video making process is that you like trains. So today there will be more trains, and we're coming up with a new train review on one of Queensland's more popular pieces of rolling stock, the Suburban Multiple Unit 260 series. So according to my handy Queensland Rail rolling stock guide, I've already reviewed the electric multiple unit, the Intercity Express, the IMU 100 and the NGR series of train. So let's add the SMU 260 to today's list. We start at Central Station on a Sunday morning waiting for a Ferny Grove train. The Beenleigh line and Ferny Grove lines are known for not having any services operated by an NGR, so the trains are typically EMUs, SMU 200s, SMU 260s or IMU 160s. Occasionally, you might get an IMU 100, but it's pretty rare. The SMU 260s were built by Downer EDI in Maryborough between 2008 and 2011, and today I'm on board SMU 271. Downer EDI built 35 sets numbered between 261 to 296. If you're a Perth transport nerd, you'll notice a striking resemblance between the SMU 260 and the Transperth B series. Transperth took delivery of their first B series train several years before Queensland Rail received their first SMU 260. I went out to Perth last year and I caught the B series myself, and they are very similar both inside and out. But let's get back to Queensland Rail and our SMU 260s. Once on board, you'll notice that the seats are trimmed in a swirled pattern with a purple/maroon background. Personally, I don't mind the pattern, although I do maintain the NGR has the nicest seat patterns. In terms of comfort, these seats are fairly firm, but overall probably slightly softer than the new train seats. The flooring is in a nice dark blue vinyl, and the walls are in a cream-coloured plastic, which makes these trains nice and easy to keep clean. These trains, along with their IMU 160 counterparts, were the first to have open gangways, so you can stare down the length of the 3-car unit. Around the interior, you'll find that most grab rails consist of handles on the sides of the seat, with few located near the door. Personally, I think the SMU 260 is actually one of the least practical trains for standing passengers, perhaps only behind the ice. There aren't a lot of places to stand without blocking the aisle, which means during peak hour, boarding and alighting can be a slow process. In terms of cleanliness, COVID-19 has generally improved the hygiene levels across all trains, with reduced rubbish and increased sanitation improving the levels of safety for all. This has helped also make the SMU look quite a bit fresher than they used to. I was also extremely fortunate today to get a train which is free of window etchings, which helps make the interior look a lot more contemporary. Like other QR urban rolling stock, the buttons are located beside the doors, and there's an intercom near the pairs of doors as well. And of course, the obligatory use your elbow to open the train door stickers. This train also has a great caricature ad to remind people to obey crossing lights, sounds and signals. Overall, I don't mind the SMU 260 series trains. On suburban running, they are decent once they're kept clean, they have a reasonably modern interior, and the exterior design looks fairly sleek. Although, the ribbed aluminium does hark back to the 1970s in terms of train design. If only the seats were a little better padded and perhaps the cream-coloured panelling was swapped out for white, they would look rather nice. For peak hour journeys, however, I think the interior layout of some of the older trains provides better standing capacity and improved boarding and alighting. That was a review of the SMU 260 series train, and thanks for joining me on Talking Planning, and I'll see you again soon.